Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. Glad you could come along. Today what we're going to be doing is talking about my absolute all-time favorite backpacking meal. So I've got a lot of different meals that I go to, kind of go in the rotation over time, but there is one meal that has always stood out to me just as head and shoulders above the rest, and it's the one that I always seem to go to. Haven't had it in a while though, and so I'm really happy that today while I'm out here, I've got it. I'm gonna do it up and we're gonna talk about it. And on top of showing you exactly what it is and making it up and tasting it, I'm gonna show you guys how to kick it to the next level and make it even better. So come along, let's do this. Let's go. All right, so what is my favorite meal on the trail? My favorite backpacking meal? Well, some of you guys probably guessed it. It is the Packit Gourmet Austintacious Tortilla Soup. This is a chicken tortilla soup that is just awesome. If I read it, it says chipotle chicken, cilantro rice, black beans, and corn with tortilla bits, jack cheese, and Cholula hot sauce. You guys know I love Cholula. That takes it to another level, and that's awesome. So this is a good addition to a dinner, or it's a great lunch. That's what we're doing today. This is a lunch today. 370 calories, 23 grams of protein, 51 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fat. You do 1.5 cups of water, about 12 ounces. I actually take it down, do about 10 to 11 ounces. I know it's a soup, but I like to have it a little bit thicker. And it takes about 10 minutes. So pretty quick, pretty easy. And yeah, let's do it up because this one's awesome. And while we're getting it going, I will show you guys how to actually make this even better. Maybe I want to go a little bit. 32. So we get down there. Okay, so while the water's heating up, we're gonna open this up and I'll show you guys what's inside. Okay, so we have a little baggie that has cheese and crunched up tortilla chips. Now, if you brought extra tortilla chips, that's a bonus. I didn't, so that's a fail. Here is kind of your condiments. So it's got the turkey gravy, it's got your Cholula, and it's got true lime. Now the true lime is a big piece to this, and if you actually bring extra true lime, that's a key as well. Take this out, and then if we look inside, I mean, this thing really does have a lot of good stuff in it. I mean, there we can see inside, it is all good stuff. You can see the chunks of chicken, black beans, the corn, the jalapenos. You can see that the corn is actually roasted, some of it there. Just really, really good stuff. And then the rice in there. Plus all the seasonings that are in there. But I mentioned that I had a way to take this thing up a couple of notches. So the first one is I bought some freeze-dried shredded cheddar. And so it's Monterey Jack that's in here. So we'll open this up and add a little bit of this in with that baggie so that when we add that, we're actually adding a little bit of cheddar too. There we go. You can see added some in there and got that off to the side. Like I said, if you had any true lime, additional true lime, or additional tortilla chips, that is really good. But this is probably the best thing you can do from my experience. It's like we've got our water coming to a boil, but it'll sit there, it'll wait for us. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the bag, and I've got this, which is sour cream powder. And I'm gonna take a good spoonful of this. See how much there. Put that in, and maybe another half. Put that in, and that's gonna make it very, very creamy. So water is done. Turn off the stove. I'm gonna add my water. Take my spoon, give it a nice good stir. I'm gonna add the broth, the turkey broth in there. It's actually chicken broth, sorry. I think at one time it was turkey. I think they may have run out, but it's the chicken broth. So we're gonna open this up, squeeze that in there. And I'm gonna stir that in. Make sure it's spreaded really well. And now we seal it up and we let it sit. So now I'm gonna add in the true lime and the Cholula. Still has about 5 minutes to go, but this will give time for this to actually soak up in and be absorbed into everything. And like I said, I do like a couple of these, sometimes a couple of the Cholulas as well. That lime flavor really, really helps it, gives it a good kick. And then Cholula, can never go wrong with Cholula as the hot sauce. Okay, now it's time to add in the cheese and the tortillas. And you want to wait till the end to do this because you don't want the tortillas to get too soggy, but at the same time, you do need to put them in long enough for the cheese to reconstitute and melt into the mixture. So give it a couple of minutes. And like I said, if you have extra tortilla chips, if you brought some, a bag with some crushed up tortilla chips is great at the very end on top. Okay, so it has been about 10 minutes. I'm gonna open it up, take a look, give it a smell, maybe give it a quick taste. Oh yeah. Take a look. That's what a spoonful of it actually looks like. Drop it back in there so you can see all the stuff. But yeah, get a nice little bit of juice on there. Give it a try. So good. So here's what it looks like in the bag. You can see if you can keep some chips and keep them on top. Really, really helps. Gives you that crunch. But everything in here is just really, really good. Now I know this meal isn't everyone's favorite. Actually, I think Rain Man had it. Didn't really like it. I really, really like it. It's one that never disappoints for me. Just the flavors are so good. Just the right amount of heat with the Cholula, the other spices that are in there. Cheesiness, a little bit of crunch from the tortillas, and just the flavors. And adding that sour cream really does help. Adding a little bit more cheese, adding just a tad more lime and some crunch really, really would set it off even more. All right, guys, this is my all-time favorite backpacking meal, bar none. This is it. Tortilla soup, Packit Gourmet. Let me know what your favorite is. But for now, you guys gotta go because I gotta finish this. It's that good. See you guys down the trail.